There we go. Hi. How's it going, everyone? How's it going, everyone? Happy Thursday and welcome to Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Hope everybody's doing well, having a fantastic Thursday. We're having a great one right now. It's wet and rainy outside, but we've been moving on in spite of that. I want to give a big shout out to my producer, DJ Lab.
That's right. How you doing? How you doing today, bro?
Hey, man, I'm good to go, man. Can't
Good.
complain, man.
Good.
Any day above ground, man. I'm good to go. Give a big shout out to my assistant, Joni. Joni's running the boys on the Facebook page. So what's up, Joni? Everybody keep in mind also that, remember, we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Excuse me, also taping the podcast for several different stations like iHeartRadio, Live 365, and Apple Radio. So, and I say that to say that sometimes when you guys are actually interacting, I know Johnny's interacting on the Facebook, Lab is on the with the YouTube when he can get to it, and also I'm doing with the Instagram. So we are watching you. So please don't hesitate to be interacting and be leaving comments during the middle of the show. Got an awesome show planned for you guys today. We're talking about the subject. There are a lot of people that actually want to start businesses up and do kind of joint ventures up with different friends and family or different things like that. Form those different partnerships, and I wanted to do a show to give them some extra insight to help them out during that process. So tonight's show, we'll be giving 10 things to ask yourself before making someone your business partner. So I think this will be able to help a lot of people out that's thinking about starting a business up, bringing partners in, have different that kind of aspirations. I think we're going to give out a lot of information that'll be beneficial to you. As always, we're at the beginning of the show, we do the rehash of the previous week. And with that, we've started a track season with my kids at AAU. So about, I think, 2 track meets in. Kids doing okay so far.
Oh, okay.
My third son, Christopher, he's in the 8th grade, but he's going to do high school football. So he's doing spring practice at the high school.
Okay.
It was a little bumpy at first, but Chris doing okay.
He doing
okay.
all right?
Yeah, he doing all right. Yeah. I guess he's getting too many knots on his head right now.
Okay.
And besides that, everything's going okay. The DeonteBurden.com website is almost done. Big shout out to my web developer, Ephraim. Been my web developer for about 10 years, and he's been very meticulous. We ain't gonna say slow. Shit. Been very damn meticulous on his damn sites, and everything. I told him I just need a website, man. I don't need no, a rocket ship for man. God, how? But we should be done soon and everything. So I just want to, let everybody know that. I'm not for sure right now, but at May 23rd show, 2 weeks from now, we may move that or skip over that because my son Christopher graduated from the 8th grade, and Clayton County Public Schools just put out the graduation date and time. Thought it was going to be Thursday morning. Now we'll find out Thursday at 7 o'clock, but I still don't have that in writing right now.
Okay.
So officially, we're not going to put that out. As I stated last week's show, I will be doing the baccalaureate speech for Carver Early College. If you guys don't remember, that's Carver High School. Well, they still have Carver High School, but Carver Early College is they're both right there together. I think those are the kids that are doing dual enrollment, some early college prep classes and everything. So they'll all be graduating together, but they're having separate baccalaureate visions. So I'm not doing the speech for the actual high school, but I'm doing it for Carver Early College.
Okay.
But they're exactly 4 feet away from each other. So
we gonna say you doing it for both.
Hey, PS a fool with it, man. I tell you, I'm all that confused as hell when I'm sitting over there like, 4 feet from each other.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's May 20th, that Monday night. I'll be doing that. So, y'all want to swing by? Hey, they say it could be standing room only. Y'all don't mind standing and seeing your boy talk. Hey, watch me see the mood them students all the way to graduation.
That's right.
So I'm super excited about that. Stayed up late last night and watched that Golden State and Houston game. Seen Kevin Durant kind of limp off and everybody, off the game, and everybody just got all terrified.
Did he hurt his knee?
No, they said a right calf strain.
Oh, okay.
It looked like he had an Achilles injury at first. Yeah, but probably like a week or so and everything. But shit like that, little tweaks like that, you run up and down, stuff like that be kind of monumental. So, hope we get a speedy recovery and everything like that. I know what Durant make, like $25 million a year. You can get healed up real damn quick.
He need to be held under $25 million a year, right?
Shit, man, rub some coins. I might be selling them short to my damn 25 mil.
You might be.
Shit.
You might be. Because they say he's the most important player in the NBA. So we talking about 30, 35, maybe 35 million a year.
Boy, I tell you, boy. Boy, just my luck on 5'5".
Bugsy Bowl.
Yeah, that Bugs in my ass. Shit, no. I'm doing what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. Spud well, just throwing them out there.
Staying in my lane, man. You know something, just even switch gears. Earlier, a young lady, Erica Thomas, I was listening to her show earlier today, and she said some stuff that was real cool, man, kind of stuck with me, just talking about in terms of business, and she's doing a lot of she has a big podcast and a nice following. They're having a big summit or a mastermind group meeting about a month from now. Okay. But she said something. It was kind of like a lot of stuff that I'm always reiterating about people having self-reliance and, doing things for yourself. And she said, and I don't want to mess it up, we got to stop going and asking people to have a seat at the table and trying to have them adjust the rules in their house. More so, we need to focus on building our own damn table, building our own house, and then make our own damn rules.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, sister, she kind of shook something inside of me then.
Right.
Yeah, man, she said, she's like, you got to stop it. And that's true, man. Let's start far too often. And I understand there was a time when we had to, ask for them opportunities. But now you don't have to do that. Yeah.
Now we can create them for each other.
Exactly.
We should be creating them for each other, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So that's for that seat at the table and going, no, make your own damn table and everything. Make your own table, make your own house, and, set your own rules and stuff. So that was real profound. I was glad to hear that today. You know what I'm saying? So that helped me out a lot. Going to the store, the Tonight Show, where we're talking about the 10 things to ask yourself before make someone your business a partner. Kind of want to, kind of bring up a story in terms of, sometimes people want to start a business up and they say, hey, I'm going to get me and my cousin, me and my uncle, we thinking about starting this restaurant up. Uncle, he's a great cook. I got some, hotel, or restaurant management experience. So we're looking, we got an income tax check. We're finna go on and make it do.
Right.
So they, go out and start a restaurant and everybody's hyped up. We done seen it on Facebook before. I'm just telling a story you done seen, right?
Right.
Okay. And then they go in and then they're a month or two in and, folks coming in, everybody, taking pictures and stuff like that. Might got a celebrity or two come through and everything. And it's going great. Then all of a sudden you hear folks putting in comments, family don't do this and people don't do that and all kind of shit. Then you see all kind of different customers putting stuff in. And you're not even 365 days later, they close. What happens?
Right.
A lot of times it's not that, people did anything shady to each other. So a lot of times it just come down to due diligence. People just didn't take the time to find out what to do in business, or actually put the onus on finding out enough about that person, because we can love our family and friends, but we loving them and they being our family and friends don't mean they're going to be good business partners, right. And then sometimes you have the example where you see someone that's not a family friend. It might be somebody that associate, co-worker, it might be a mentor, somebody you see, okay, hey, they got a good business proposal. Cool, I got a little extra money, granddaddy died. I got some money sitting back in the bank. Let me see what we can do. Same situation. You go into business and stuff like that. They seem pretty sharp. They wear nice suits and stuff like that. And they're pretty articulate. The business get it going, and all of a sudden this person's whole temperament changed. You can't talk to them. Hell, you can't find them. All kind of stuff went left. You don't know what happened. You can't find your money, and you just like, wow, it seemed good at first, and now you out of your money. You don't sit here, may have brought other people in. They're out of their money. You ruined some relationships and all kind of stuff because you sat there and said you didn't, again, do that due diligence on the front end to find out, hey, this is a good thing for me to get into with this partner up with this person and everything. True. So that's what I kind of want to visit in tonight's show, where we're going to talk about 10 things people need to ask themselves in regards to when they want to start a business or bring a business partner. Well, not start a business, when I bring in a business partner. Okay. Now, well, the first thing I want to bring up is, this is pretty, you know what I'm saying? In a lot of these questions, when you ask, sometimes a person might say, that's common sense, or someone can be like, man, I didn't think nothing about it.
Right.
But the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what do I need from a partner? Okay? And when you say, what do you need from a partner, the answer you need to be kind of just thinking about in terms of, what do you lack? You know, what are they bringing that I lack? Mm-hmm. You know, in terms of, because naturally, you know, if you have a chemistry, so like me and you doing the show and everything, we vibing and stuff like that, it may seem like a good thing. With me and Lab get along pretty good and everything, so it'd be a good thing to do it. But it may not be a good thing for the simple fact that we may have, it may be from a comfort standpoint, it's a good idea, but from a business standpoint, it may not be, because our skill sets may be close together and we're not picking up certain things that we're not, that we're lacking in terms of experience and different kind of skills that we bring to the table.
We might do things exactly the same where we don't see the missing pieces of the puzzle, because we do everything exactly the same, right? But we don't have that third fourth eye to say, oh, well, we missed that part. So,
absolutely.
Yeah,
there you go.
I get you.
There you go. Like I said, the comfort is there, but actually the expertise is lacking somewhere. Right. So with that said, when you're looking at, you know, what do I need from a partner, you need to be looking in terms, again, what you're lacking. So just to give an example, you may be a creative person. Mm-hmm. You know how to sit here and, you know, come up with great ideas and, you know, make certain, you know, things look a certain way. You may need a person that's more detail oriented. Somebody that's a little bit more restricted, to kind of, you know, just be more rigid, to kind of make sure, hey, you know, you can draw all that kind of stuff and have that stuff that I'm not, that shows your creativity, but you might need someone that's like, you know, more detailed, organized, from a management standpoint, make certain things happen that you may like, I don't want to deal with it.
Right.
You know, it could be a situation where you come into it and you got cash. Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, I got the cash, and that person is coming in, they have access to networks and other people that can help you guys, you know, along the way. You know, again, we're talking about having those things that you lack, you know, and everything, and being able to see is going to be a good marriage between the two.
Right. Where you might have, now let me ask you a question. Where you may have good management skills and people skills, and then they fill in, but you don't have capital when they have the capital.
There you go.
Get like that. So they got the capital, and you got everything else.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But you got to be looking at that, because again, you know, like I said originally, some people naturally look like me. We get along pretty good, but again, that's a comfort thing. That's not necessarily might be best for the, you know, the long term health of the business.
Yeah, I might suck at business.
There you go. There
you get what I'm saying? I can sit here and do the radio thing all day, but when it comes to the business part, I might suck at it.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. And it happens all the time. The second thing is, what is your potential partner's financial situation? Okay, they going. You have to know what the hell is going on with that person. Are they going through a divorce? They going to bankruptcy? Half of their money going to child support, things like that. You got to know what's going on. A person can be a solid business, you know, a solid person, and they can actually be a sharp business person. But when they got issues going on as far as financially and stuff like that, they ain't gonna have total focus, and that could be dangerous to the business. Because you got, you know, the IRS, child support, you know, all kind of other bill collectors and stuff going on. Once they become a partner, you know, even if you have a structure a certain way, it still can bring some liability back to the partnership.
Exactly.
You know, so that's one thing. That's the second thing you need to know. You need to know the financial situation of that of that potential partner. Okay, make sure you find out. Okay, transparency. Okay, I can't stress that to you enough. The third thing is, what are the expectations on the amount of time they're going to be involved with the partnership? Okay, and that means pretty much, you know, what kind of time commitment can they make? Okay, are they looking to just be a silent partner? Are they looking to be an involved partner? Do they want to be in the decision-making process? Do they want to just, you know, have phone conferences or answer emails? You got to, you know, find out, hey, man, how committed can you be into this? because and it's not a right or wrong. It's just what because you may just want some cash.
That's it.
And
And
some
you don't
cash.
want you to do nothing else.
Yeah, there you
I just
go.
want you to keep writing these checks. I got everything else.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And but that is something that you guys have to talk about, because again, far too often you have people getting these partnerships and they sitting there like, hey man, look, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that, man. I thought this, that, and that, but really, true, you guys never discussed it.
Right.
Like, man, hell, I gave you my money.
Right.
I gave you such and such phone number. Like, man, that ain't nothing to you, but to them it might be a lot. So, though, that time commitment is very important. It's very important that you and that potential partner sit down and go over that, and everything.
Yeah, you got to go over it, because when they start giving money, they may decide that they want to make decisions, and you thinking, nah. It could be, it could be the opposite way, whereas you may not want them to make any decision. They start thinking, well, I'm giving him my money, I'm going to start making decisions. Then they start showing up at the business, telling folks what to do, and you like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That happens.
All the time. But, we talking about with the time commitment, some people just don't even just want to just give money. Or they just want to say, hey, I'm part of it, and everything. But you just got to make sure that, because you can have expectations that they're going to be there. And they just like, look, man, I don't have the time, and everything. And they can even tell you that, but you may like, hey, bro, I know I can get you in here a little this, that, and that. But now, but make sure you find out that level of time commitment that they can make to the business. And this kind of falling into the next one, number 4. Is that commitment to the business as strong as yours? And that's the thing about it, because what happened, man, a lot of times, just like we were talking about earlier in the store with the family, man, everybody be geeked up. They all starting out, hey, man, enthusiasm, everybody doing this, taking pictures. It's all exciting, bringing everybody on board. Everybody's like, man, this is it, this is it, this is it. And then sometimes, some people enthusiasm wane, and I can't trip, and I have no control over, I can't trip, but I have no control over, labs starting to get disinterested. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have a certain thing. You can get married. You can get another deal, another business venture come up in there. You're like, hey, man, look, we making, $20,000 a year doing this little side venture me and you doing.
Right.
But hell, I just met with the other cats. I'm making $100,000.
Right.
So shit, man. I mean, I'm
go
cool.
with that.
Yeah, I'm cool, and I'm still gonna work with you. But at the end of the day, hey, man, listen, my heart ain't in it like that.
Right.
Or my pocket of time, So you got to make sure that you have a good idea of their commitment to the business and everything, because a lot of times inefficient attention to a business can hurt your brand and everything, because now, because when people aren't really caring about it, that's when phone calls don't get returned, that's when bills get paid late, that's when things can break down because people not doing proper maintenance checks or checking on certain things and stuff. A lot of stuff go left when people really ain't on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it had a lot to do with, just like I said, their interest start waning out. So you got to make sure, to the best of your ability. Because, again, I always say the only person you can control is yourself. But here, we have a hard enough time controlling ourselves. Yep. So when you actually talking about bringing a partner in, you really got to feel real strong. Real strong. It can't be a hope, can't be a think, it can't be a pray. You got to really grill down hard to make sure that, hey, this person is really on board with that. So that's number 4, that's a real good point as far as knowing if their commitment is strong as yours, and everything. Now, you may be 150%, they may be 130%. They still into it. Yours may be stronger, but you definitely want to make sure that this person's going to be committed to it, when things come in. That's a very tough thing to go through when, people get a word and, hey, they got to do certain things. When you committed, like, look, this is priority.
Right.
And, that priority, you got to make sure that priority sync with your priorities. So I think that's a very, very good important point. The 5th thing is there something in your potential partner's family life that might make the business secondary? Right. And that can easily be, say if they have elderly parent that they responsible for, they got a pregnant wife, they got a sick child and everything. You have to know, their family situation. Because again, we can sit here and say that, go on take care of your family and do all that kind of stuff like that. But shit, you still got the business going on.
Right.
And a person's like, no, I got it, brother. No, I got it. It's covered. And it's really not. Because when y'all start going through the trenches, you want that focus to be on the business. And if a person's focus is not on the business, you potentially have some turmoil and some problems. So those are the times when it may be issues with the family or something like that. Hey, go talk to the spouse. Hey, listen, your significant other, your wife is in this partnership with me. Are you fine with her being gone a lot? In terms of, I know you guys, you used to, she may do some cooking or stuff like that. She's not doing that no more because you with a partnership. You talk to the wife. Hey, listen, your husband, we're going to be working long hours and stuff like that. I know y'all like going on vacations and stuff this first year. Y'all ain't going to be able to do all that because we trying to get this deal and these buildings put up.
Right.
That's where I think you have to do that in terms of you have to not just go on their word. And most people that know me, I ain't too big. I'm big on hearing stuff and words, but I'm more big on getting in front of that person, feeling that energy.
That vibe.
Yeah, exactly. So you telling me that your wife or your husband is okay, I gotta feel it. I gotta see, okay, cool, and everything. You say, yeah, we good. Like, nah.
They can tell you anything for the opportunity. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? But it's just a matter of fact. You got to get in there and let them know that for one, ain't no malicious intent.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying to build a business, and sometimes it takes a lot of effort to build a business from the ground up, and I need to know if you cool with that. So yeah, I get that. Like what they always say, you never know what a person's going through, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to do that, and that's why. And like I said, the key thing is the key thing with that is just knowing, without a doubt that you touch base with that family member. And I think a lot of times people go on the other person's word that they're going into that possible partnership with. But I think you got to do a lot of due diligence more so to touch base with the family members to find out and just get a sight. Because just like I said again, we're talking about a family. You can be just say it's a sick child. A sick child, and you're like, okay, man, I got it. She been sick since birth. She 12 years old, and and everything. And that's not to be insensitive to them. More so you putting pressure on yourself. Look, man, you need to really understand what you're getting into
before you do it.
Exactly. So that's why you got to know that with that family situation made the partnership secondary.
Yeah.
You got to know that.
Yeah, family always comes first. But I think a lot of people, even though they have those family issues going on or have no family, they start a business because they thinking, okay, if I start this business, I'll be my own boss and I can spend more time at home with my family because I don't have to answer to nobody. But that's just not the way it works because you got to build that business up first.
You're going to spend more time away from your family.
Exactly.
To your point, people don't understand when you have a job, the job is structured. Mm-hmm. So even though you may work late, sometimes a job, you still know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You get a business, you don't know what the hell can happen because you have too many things out there out of your control that's getting thrown here, thrown there, getting put in your lap here, put in your lap there. You're also constantly trying to build things and try to put things in order. So there is the structure that you have going to a job every day. It's not there,
One of our best supporters for Mrs. Radio, my name show, say control is an illusion. There's no control when you're on the business. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. No, they're absolutely right. But one thing I always try to tell people is, control your controllables. Control your controllables. The stuff you can't control, don't even waste a damn second thinking about it. You can be aware of it, but if it's not nothing that you can sit here and make a change on and stuff like that, you see it, stress you out, whatever, but you got to just move on. Control your controllables and everything. So, please, that was number 5. Please make sure you do a good job of scrutinizing the family situation and talking to the spouses, making sure you personally check to see the situation. Like I said, parents may have dementia, a child may be sick. You got to personally check on that and don't go on anybody's word, okay? Number 6, very, very important point. How would they handle a tough situation? Okay? When that person back against the wall, what are they going to do? Are they going to sit here and leave you hanging?
Right.
Or are they going to sit there and just battle with you in the trenches? That's something I think a lot of folks have to know, because a lot of pressure bust pipes.
Yeah, it does.
And a lot of people talk a real good game in terms of what they'll do and all that kind of stuff and scrutinize other people. But when all the money gone, when that vendor just all of a sudden left,
right?
And everything, the credit line got cut.
Mm-hmm.
I had a $25,000 credit line got cut. I never forget, it was back in 2008, 2009. $25,000 credit line we were using got cut. I mean, just
out the blue.
I'm talking about, and I got it. I got found out in the mail. This is before, a lot of just the information just disseminated now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, God, dog.
Right.
And you sit there like yourself, like you already stressing to yourself, trying to, how am I gonna get it? How you gonna get through this and everything?
Right.
But the thing you sitting there like, imagine if you got to deal with somebody else, they gonna panic or hell already make you more damn nervous and all that kind of shit. You be wondering how you gonna go through it and everything. I got what my viewers was asking me about should you test a person and everything. This is gonna be a good point. What I'm saying with that, when you got a person, the best way to find out if they can, the real only way you can go by is just look at some of their past history.
Right.
Where you see them, try to see, okay, how do they handle tough situations? If you don't have any way to get that information, it's just like you see people when they do a job interview. Mm-hmm. Hey, if this right that happened or that happened, what would you do? Now, that's not the same thing as seeing it and everything, but I think sometimes you can kind of be a good interpreter of BS.
Yeah, that's true.
You
can feel that out.
Yeah, and you can also go back to asking for references, poking at people. Because, again, remember, we're talking about forming a partnership.
Right.
So you have to over-scrutinize everything, okay? So, you can't feel uncomfortable asking too many questions.
Yeah.
You can't ask enough damn questions.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one thing about that. Yeah, you can't you can't ask enough questions. So when you get in these situations dealing with them like that, you have to, find out, look, man, this stuff go, left. Are you gonna go right with me? And I think that's very important, because we far too often go on emotions and feels, and people can talk a good game about.
Might keep falling on you.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
People can have a lot of emotions or feel a way. I trust him. I did this, that, and that shit. Anybody trusting, because you never know what situations are going to make a person shake up. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, them bank accounts go away, them vendors and all that kind of stuff, the friends and all that, man, shit. That breaks some of the most strongest people. And you still got to go through it. So you got to make sure you got somebody that's mentally tough to be able to hang with everything. Hey, guys, again, this is Deonte Burden. We're on Changing Lives. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. As I mentioned earlier in the show, we're also, the podcast is streaming live on iHeartRadio, Live 365, and Apple Radio. But right now, man, I know I'm over 60 videos on the YouTube channel. So I got all kind of stuff. Any question you got, just like today's show, we talk about 10 things a person asks before they go to business partnership with a person. I got it. You name it, I got it.
Right.
So subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell all your family, friends, subscribe to it. Got a weekly show coming out. Got videos coming out at least by every 2 or 3 days. Tons of good information. So make sure you go to that YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Look at the videos. Like the videos. Leave comments. Again, I'm great. I'm fine with any kind of feedback that you guys give. I just want you to say something. And everything.
What is going on with that mic? Why is it falling on you like that?
I don't know. Well, we good. We ain't gonna major in the minor. We good.
know that's right.
So man, I'm talking too much. Mike, tell me to shut the hell up. That's Mike. Tell me, shut up, man. Again, that was number 6. Want to ask you, how would that person handle a tough situation? The next one, number 7, very, very good one. What questions do they have for me? Okay. A potential partner should have want to know about my character, my reliability, my experience, and my expectations. I feel like they should want to know everything up front. So there ain't no surprises and everything. And I would really want a person to scrutinize me the way I'm scrutinizing them, and everything. I don't necessarily know if one of them deals, and I've done deals like that. You ask a person, "Are you cool?" "I'm fine."
Right.
You give them the contract or something. "It's cool. I trust you." "No, hell, you don't." "No, hell, no. You don't know me."
Right.
Because I'm gonna take whatever you're giving me. I'm taking to my lawyers.
Right.
And everything. So you want to have a person be able to probe you and ask these questions and stuff like that. Here's the key. Just like you want them to be transparent with you, you gotta be transparent with them.
You gotta do the same.
Yeah, and a lot of people have problems with it, and everything. Just ask.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah. A lot of people have problems with that, with just that whole transparency in terms of being able to be upfront with people. Just let them know, hey, this is what's going on. A lot of folks don't want to do that. So now, you're asking them to answer all these damn questions, and they flip the script, and you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself.
Right.
We got problems with it and everything. So that's one key thing. So facilitate to ask them what they have questions for you. But like I said, keep in mind while you're going through that, be as transparent as you're asking them to be with you.
Let me ask you a question. You don't necessarily want a person who don't necessarily have any questions. They're like, no, I'm good, or I ain't got no questions. Let's do this. I would want somebody to have at least one or two questions. Like, just let me know you engaged and interested in what we talking about, what we trying to start as a business. Don't just have no questions, and don't leave it all up to me as the driving force behind this business. You get what I'm saying? Have a couple of questions.
It depends though, Lab. And the reason why I say, I'm telling you the reason why I say that. I would want that, but I wouldn't be so stuck on that. It could depend what you want from them.
Right. That's true.
If I just want you to have some money, if I just want to access to your network, now keep in mind, we're talking about partnerships. Now, this is one thing that I have not said about, because we're asking the question, what are the 10 questions? The 10 questions you should ask someone, before you make them a business partner. We haven't even discussed probably one of the most important part, the parameters of the partnership.
Okay.
It may be a 90-20 thing. It may be 70-30, 60-40. It may be I'm owning, you're managing. We got a certain way we split in profits. So we haven't even went into that.
Right.
So to answer your point in terms of, I would want a person to be so much inquisitive, you might say, look, man, I just need access to your networks. You know what I'm saying? I just need to, I know a lot of people in this particular industry. Look, I better shoot you 5% ownership or whatever, or we'll better split some kind of with the revenues or profits, just so I can get access to that. Look, you got a lot of experience. I need just to come to you when I need it. Hey, I can drop this on you once a year, just a profit share with you to do that and everything. So it just depends.
Okay.
And everything. And probably should have said that early in the show, even though that's not what the show is about, but just put it in perspective what we're talking about in terms of having a partnership. There are so many different ways that you can have that partnership go about. There's nothing wrong if they don't have any questions, again, because it's just like a timeshare. It's like a timeshare. You just bought it. You just want to stay there. A lot of other shit, how much the property taxes cost and all that kind of stuff. You ain't caring about that. You don't know the interest rate on all that stuff. You just know what the hell you bought.
Right.
Everything. So that's one of them things, and everything. What's going on, Fiz? How you doing, brother? My man Fiz, we went to grad school together.
Oh, okay.
I think Fiz was still in Saudi and everything. Yeah.
You live there?
Yeah. Because, Clayton State was it's an international school.
Oh, okay.
So it was, I had a lot of my classmates from the Middle East, some from Europe and everything. Once they left after everything was over, made a lot of good friends over there.
Okay.
A lot of good friends. I keep telling Faisal I need to get over there, man. Just try to find some kind of business I can get into.
Right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of money.
Yeah, I'll go there. My pickaxe, try to get some oil. I don't think it'd be like I can do it in Texas or anything, but no, it's a good brother and everything. Again, this is Deonte Burden. This is Change the Lives. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. The next question, we're at number 8. Whereas and I think this is probably the most damn important, and this probably where you get a lot of hang-ups at. Is this person cool putting everything down in writing?
Yeah.
Are they okay with putting everything down in writing? Okay.
That's the one.
Because at the end of the day, we can't dispute what we got down in black and white.
Exactly.
So that's one of the things, hey, look, are you cool with nah, man, I'm doing the handshake, I trust you. That trust you word get your ass, man, in bankruptcy, sued. Hell, probably down there want to murder somebody and everything. Nah, look, let's put this in black and white. So you got to make sure if that person is okay with putting all this stuff down in writing and making everything official.
Okay.
With that. So I can't stress that to you enough. Just making sure that they're cool with locking that in, on paper and everything. Number 9, another very important question. I think I hope I'm hitting everybody with some solid questions. I know some of the stuff people already thought about, but I'm thinking a couple of them I might have called hooks with a few people.
Yeah.
But at number 9, you're asking yourself, do I really even need a damn partner?
There you go. That's the question right there.
And the way you come across that answer is, can I get what I need without giving up a stake of my business? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get the experience and knowledge I need by maybe going to a conference?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get the money that I need, the capital, by going to a bank?
Mm-hmm.
Can I, even like with the going to conference, some of the tutelage, you might, outsource some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the networks, do I have time? My schedule's tight. But can I go to a couple of little functions and stuff like that, meet some of these people or whatever and everything? Some items can be outsourced. Some things can be created. You got to go through that whole logic,
true.
And everything. Now, again, the flip side of it is when you're looking at doing the partnership, you might like, look, I can do it, but I can't do it like them.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or do I even want that much on my plate?
Yeah. I had a guy talk to me. We talked about a week ago, man. We were just rapping about something. He was just saying, well, I can do this, I can do that. And he wanted to do a partnership with me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, yeah, well, I can get this. There's people out here do that. I'm like, shit, that ain't me.
Mm-hmm. That's not what
I hustle. I go 0 to 100, man, in a week.
Mm-hmm.
We can sit here and be talking about something, and then a week later, hey, man, look, I already got a date and all that kind of stuff. But that's how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. You can't mimic me, and there's some people out here like that. You can always do certain things. You got you can build furniture. You can build a house from the ground, work on your car, stuff like that. But some guys way more efficient, way smoother. You get call a sister up. She can do this certain project for you and everything. You've been trying to write this speech for a week.
Mm-hmm.
She get on it.
Done.
Yeah, 1 hour. But I told you I need like 5 pages. I got it.
Yeah.
The story I was trying. Yeah, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even. That's them.
Right.
You can do it, but again, going back to that question, that's how you got to kind of approach that. Do I really even need a partner?
What you say to me all the time is like, do I even need a partner? But also, like, do I need one? And do I have the time to even do if I don't need one? Like,
Absolutely.
if I decide I don't need one, do I have the time to do all the stuff that's going to need to be done? You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like you always tell me, I could probably do this, but I don't have the desire to do it. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to do it. That's not my strong suit. And some people don't realize that's not their strong suit. They want to do it all, thinking,
I ain't got time to sit here and try to build no damn website. I ain't trying to make no little funky ad.
Right,
and
right.
it's going to look like it when I do it.
Right,
it's going to look like it.
Look like
just
it.
real is real. You know what I'm saying? My job is fine, DJ Lab, the top web designer in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, make this happen for me. That's what I need to be doing.
Right.
I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one big thing they pushed. Like I always remember in grad school, time is the new currency.
Right.
Time, new currency. You can't get it back. So as efficiently as possible, you can get something done. Just focus on getting that done and everything. So again, at number 9, I think that was a very, very powerful question in terms of just saying, do I really need this partner? And then go through those questions, in terms of what you can and can't do. Because like I said, again, the main barometer is, do you have to give, can you get what you need out without giving up, can you get what you need without having given up that stake in your business?
Right.
And
that's something that really needs to be set down and evaluated really hard.
Exactly.
I mean, that's because that's a hard decision to make, because you may find out that once you get started and give up part of your business, that you really didn't need that partner.
Absolutely. And it's a damn something to be looked at before you start looking for a damn partner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before you even announce it. Like, hey, look, you know, can I do this and everything? And, you know, is it worth my time? Do I have the ability and everything? But just, you know, going from that perspective and everything. So that was number 9. Asking yourself, do you really even need a partner? And number 10, very, very important. Because number 10 goes back to the way a lot of people go through, a lot of stuff that people go through. What to do if it can't work? Right. What to do if it can't work? Because most of the time, people didn't do number 8. They didn't put it down in writing. Mm-hmm. And now they try to figure out what's going on. We done bought all this equipment. We done did all this stuff. We done did all. And now this person done left. What we going to do? They want their money back. You know, we done went into it. I'm telling them, like, no, that money gone. Yeah. Well, give me this, give me that. No, and then y'all back and forth. You going back and forth in court. Now you can't make any money whatsoever because everything locked up and stuff. So asking yourself what to do if this can't work, okay? Because one thing about it, you got to have them contingency plans in place because it's hard to try to get stuff done when people are in an emotional state.
That's true.
We can't have no rational conversation. We can't do that and everything. I think I gave the story when me and one of my best friends had that studio downtown, and I seen that ship sinking. And like I told you, you know, I'm one damn captain, ain't going down with the ship. I'm walking the plank, baby. Yeah. And I was straight up with my partner, and me and him still tight to this day. Hey, brother, this ain't working. Mm-hmm. In order for us to stay friends, we need to let that go. Right. He kind of looked at me funny and everything, and like, brother, I'm telling you, I'm letting the shit go. Right. I'm telling you, but you know, I'm
trying to warn you. Yeah. I'm about to walk away.
Yeah. And it was one of the best things for our friendship. We still like brothers today, and this is one of my buddies from elementary. Okay. We let that go and everything. We still do deals, do business together now. But that was one of the things, like, look, man, you know, we'll do it. And we didn't have no damn contract. We on some real handshake BS and everything, and we had all the studio damn equipment that we had to liquidate and everything. We bumped heads a little bit on that because he bought most of it, but I did most of the damn work and everything. But we found a compromise and everything, but it could have been a whole lot smoother if we had it in right. You know, so and that was, you know, from a personal experience, I know what can happen with that, and we definitely didn't go into that situation. You know, hey man, what if this don't work out, or what's this, that, and that? You know,
you never really expect it not to work. To be honest, nobody thinks of the dark side of business and what it could happen. We always, when we get in, we're so gleeful and happy about it. And that we're going to get this business, we're going to get it started, it's going to be great. We always thinking it great because to actually think about it not working is to think negative. And we always say, you don't want to bring nothing negative on yourself. So you never think about it not working, to be honest with you. You never think about it not working. You always think it's going to work, period.
Absolutely.
So,
God, I'm going blank on this book, but everybody knows me. I'm not a huge Donald Trump fan, but I've read every book the man has wrote. Right. I got like 7 or 8, all of them in my library at my house. But it wasn't The Art of the Deal, which is one of my favorite books all the time. I forgot the book. But anyway, going to the point, everybody know the man been married a couple times, and he's done that. And to what your point of when you go in a situation, he had a whole chapter on prenups. Whole damn chapter. And what he said always sticks with me. You're not, you know, to your point, like you go into it, you don't think it's going to end, you don't think it's going to be forever. He said the prenup, not that Mitch going to get divorced, he said the prenup is the acknowledgement that things happen. Right. And that was the whole thing about it. And, you know, he was just, what he highlighted was there were so many people that went through divorce and stuff like that, and it just shattered them. They could never recover from those divorces. Right. Because that had, and it, like he just said, it wasn't admitting you're going to get a divorce, it's just admitting things happen. Right. Because, again, that person gets sick. That person get, you know, one partner gets sick and they can't continue on, and they can't, and then, you know, you're sitting there looking like, okay, I'm still doing everything, I'm making this money. His family can still be expecting a part of the profits. Right. But you're like, he's sick, man, he ain't doing nothing. Right. Y'all ain't had that in writing. You say it's a 50-50 split on the profit.
That's it.
Right.
So he get that 50. Even though you doing all the work.
Yeah, let's go back to what we talked about earlier. One of the shows earlier, we were talking about getting those professionals. That's why you hire lawyers and get you, airtight contracts to protect you and the other person and everything. So we just went through the whole gamut. 10 things to ask yourself before making someone your partner. And we're gonna go back over everything in sequential order. The first one is, what do I need from a partner? Again, we're talking about, making sure that person highlights some of the shortcomings and things that you lack. Okay. The second thing is, what is the potential partner's financial situation? Knowing, okay, if these guys got some stuff hanging over their head, child support, bankruptcy, any kind of liens, IRS knocking on their door, what is hanging over their head, and how can they potentially harm the business if you guys go into business together? Maybe something that's covered from the past you got to deal with. It may can be super detrimental to it. So you got to know exactly what's going on. Third thing is, what are their expectations for their time to be involved in it? Are they going to be a silent partner? Are they going to be an active partner? Are you just looking to, touch base with them every blue moon and ask them a question? Do they got to, just be at all these different events and stuff? Finding out exactly what kind of time commitment that you're expecting from them. Who's going to do bulk of the work? Who's going to be showing up here, there, and now? And asking that question, because that time commitment is huge, especially depending on if you're the brains, but if they're the face and they don't want to be the face, and people don't like your face.
Well, you don't want to show your face.
There you go. You got to figure that out from a time commitment standpoint. Number 4 is their commitment as strong as yours. Like we say, everyone has that early enthusiasm. Everybody jacked up about starting this business, but then all of a sudden, then all of a sudden some of the enthusiasm waned, the commitment waned, people not really want to be involved like they were before. Certain life-changing events happen. They don't want to do it like they used to. Okay, you got to be able to have a good gauge on, these guys going to be in it to win it, or they just kind of looking, just, jump on the bandwagon, just riding this parade to the end right quick. So that's another thing. Make sure that, their enthusiasm, their commitment is going to be as strong as yours. The fifth thing, does that potential partner have any kind of family situation that can make the business secondary? Elderly parent, pregnant wife, sick child, finding that out. And most importantly, you make sure you do your due diligence personally. We ain't going on nobody's words or what they say. We're going to make sure that we're going to just say talk to that spouse. Make sure we check on that child. Go see, how bad off that parent is, what kind of commitment they're giving to it, because you don't want to get knee deep into somebody and then, like I said, they're more so focused on that. Yeah, like you said, family first, but at the end of the day, your family first to you, but my business first to me. Right. So we got to see how, you can juggle that. Exactly. So we got to find out how we're going to be able to mingle this stuff together if we're going to do that. Number 6, how they handle a tough situation. When that person back against the wall, what are they going to do? They're going to ball or fall. They're going to run or hide, or they're going to be right there in the trenches with you, gunning it out. You have to do that. And what we brought up, too, is one of the best things to do, if you can, just see how they handle past situations. If you can't find information on that, talk to other people that know them. Just try your best to do it. Ask questions. But I think if you kind of look at how they handle past situations, that'll give you a good barometer. But if not, just dig a little deeper. Try to do some investigative work just to find out. Number 7, what questions do they have from you? What are their expectations of you? How reliable you are, your character, your experience, grill you. Also, just be prepared to be transparent, and, don't, we're going through all these questions to ask yourself. Be prepared to get asked them same damn questions, right. And everything. So that's just something to kind of just think about when we're going through this whole gamut of these questions. A person got, it's a partnership for you, but it's also a partnership for them. So be kind of prepared to, get grilled out with that. Number 8, are they willing to put everything in writing? They cool getting this contract and everything like that. Now, from that point, when you get that answer, yes or no, or to what extent they're looking to do with it, then you can make your decision. I highly, highly, highly advise you to get a contract, get everything put in writing. But from that point, ball's in your court. But you will want to make sure this person can do that because, again, we can't argue what's in black and white. I don't remember you saying that, or I didn't get that, and all that kind of stuff. Contracts take the human aspect out because humans do what? Forget. There you go. There you go. Paper remembers. Paper don't forget shit. Paper remembers everything. Humans
And
forget.
the side notarized paper remember real hard.
Absolutely. There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. So, you know, that's make sure you find out they're gonna put it in writing. Number 9, you're asking yourself, do I really even need a partner? You know, and everything, because, you know, with answering that question, you asking yourself, can I get what I need, or without giving up a stake in my business? You know, but can I do that? And even if I can, will it be efficient for me? You know, even if I say, okay, I'm gonna build this myself and everything, do I really want to deal with it? Do I have the time to deal with it and everything? So that's the barometer with that, just to see, okay, can I get what I need without giving up that stake? So yes, number 9, do I really need a partner? And then number 10, what to do if it can't work? You know, what we said, having that front end contingency plan set up that, hey, if this person gets sick, this person interest change, what are we gonna do? What's our plan B, C, or D? You know, and everything. Having that stuff set up on the front end, so when we get knee deep and we have this little moment where this person, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Okay, cool. Well, we know what's gonna happen. Okay, right. This your out. Okay, this my out or whatever. So having that. So I hope that those 10 questions were pretty informative to everybody. I hope they help them out. As always, we're gonna post everything on the YouTube. So you better go back as a point of reference to find those 10 questions to ask yourself before you go into business partnership with someone. But I hope it was very informative to you. Again, this is Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Guys, you know I'm the owner of Majestic Business Services. I do, after tax season, a lot of, you know, front and back end, even during business consultations. So it's just like when I put the information down on here, you'll see the link to my to book a consulting appointment. You want to start a business, you're looking to form a partnership. I got the whole gamut there. We can do all the front end as far as drafting the business up, helping you, you know, with your business plans, give you the map in terms of how to create the business. I got lawyers on deck that can draft the contracts and do all that stuff for you, steer you in the right directions. We can do everything when you're in business as far as the bookkeeping, the payroll, the forecasting, all that stuff. And also when you're looking to get everything done, again, we got the lawyers to do the bill of sales, the contract, the exit agreements, and everything. So anything you want or need with your small business, we got you covered at Majestic Business Services. You can see us on the web at www.majesticbiz.com. Again, that's www.majesticbiz.com. Or you can reach us on the phone at 678-479-4007. Again, that's 678-479-4007. And as always, you can always look on any one of these videos in the details with comments area, and all the information is there also. What I want to give you guys, you know, with our business tip, real quick. I know recently we had the death, like a John Singleton, and I read that only one of his 7 kids is mentioned on his will. Coincidentally, it's the one, I think, Justice, and that's the one kind of wrote with when they had Poetic Justice come out. So you know when his damn will was wrote back in 96. Couple of babies later, he ain't thought nothing of it. So then you got a dispute going on. People, I can't stress you enough. Get your damn will. If you got assets and you got family and stuff like that, death is one of the death. I mean, not death. Not having a will and the cash after death, and how you handle those assets is one of the top destroyers of families. You can have a tight-knit family. Somebody dies, and you guys don't have instructions on what y'all need to do after they die. Everybody trying to do it their way, and people that you were just so in love with, aunts, uncle, and cousin, everybody going all kind of different directions. And to save yourself, your family, well, you be dead, but save your family a lot of heartache and pain, look, you can get no wills. I look at it like with John Singleton, Prince, seen one documentary with Johnny Taylor. The thing that I don't think a lot of you guys even thinking, by not having them documentations in place, you know, Prince family, they still going through all this litigation. Johnny Taylor had I think a $6 million estate, and when it was after all the settlement done with the legal fees, the accountants and lawyers, everybody got a $2,000 check. And
the lawyers ate it all up.
And the same thing gonna happen with Prince's estate. Probably the same thing with John Singleton. Put it in writing. Get everything covered.
And Prince had $250 million.
Shit, man. Okay. He had. I like your verb tense. You know, and that's the thing about it. I think if you don't have those proper things in place, because everybody gonna feel like, you know, man, I gave him an idea for Purple Rain. No, that was my idea. Now we're gonna fight that in court. Now we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And everybody's like, getting, nowhere near what they could have got if they just would have just kind of just took, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even still, let's take that out of the equation. Let's get the wheels done.
Yeah, but again, nobody thinks it's gonna fail, and nobody ever wants to talk about when it's gonna end. Nobody wants to talk about death. Well, it comes for us all. It's gonna come for us all. There's nobody on this rock that's gonna escape death.
Well, who that said that? It's only two true things in life: death and taxes.
Death and taxes.
Who said that? I figured out after the show and I posted. But again, just like with the wheels, like I said, I have attorneys on deck. I'm staff with Majestic Business Services. Listen, if you need those wheels drafted, we got you covered. So it's just a matter of reaching out to us at 678-479-4007. We got those legal services available for you. The contracts, the wheels, all kind of probate and estate stuff. We got it covered for you. I got a team for you. All right, so just write down and make sure you go to the website, www.majesticbiz.com, and look at getting that wheel covered. And with conclusion to everything, what I was thinking about the show we did back, what was it, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did about the rational and emotional thinking. And a lot of times, we just talked about with the show, making sure if you're looking to go into business or bring people in, the business partners and stuff like that, regardless if they're a close friend, you know them inside out, a family member, you love them to death, being able to not go on strictly emotions and be rational enough to give them the scrutiny. Because you, like I said, you love your cousin. You know your cousin really won't do you wrong intentionally. But you get your cousin's partnership and you just really misdiagnose their competency. And they really can't handle that. And now y'all relationship is affected because really you didn't do the scrutiny and due diligence to find out if your cousin really competent enough to do what you thought he could do. Right. Regardless, you say he might, because people don't necessarily lie. They just really think they're more valuable than what they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that those extra questions that you didn't ask your cousin, you feel like, okay, I know he been working at the Ford plant, 30 years, because it might put damn bolts on the tie for 30 years. Right. Shit has happened, trust me. Yeah. And you're like, no, he's a mechanic. He worked for Ford in all them years. Yeah, he worked for Ford, man, but he's a mechanic. There you go. A boat turner. You know what I'm saying? 30 years certified boat turner. Boat yeah. Engineer. Got all kind of damn plaques on the wall. That's all they did. 30 years. Shit. Just turning, and everything. So going back to that rational and emotional thinking. Now, again, our guts and our intuition have got us a lot of times in life. And I'm always going to say at the end of the day, go with your gut. But that due diligence and that scrutiny, you can't get past that. So I really want, in closing, to really push people to make sure you give the scrutiny that you need that for every situation. Don't just go on emotion. I love this person. I know, trust me. Again, they may have no ill intentions to screw everything up. They just might not have been competent enough for what you thought they could have did. Right. You see it all the time in these businesses, man. The guy got his wife back there. Wife ain't got no damn operations or restaurant management experience. They bring the son in because they want to keep it family on. Son don't want to do that. Son ain't taking shit serious. Son, on Facebook all day. You losing all kind of money. Right. You're not thinking rational. You're thinking, okay, family, I love my family, but that's emotional thinking.
Thinking they want what you want.
Exactly.
And they don't. Even though you keep telling them, this for us.
Shit. That's for you and what you want for us, but I don't want to be part of us in that and everything. Right. So I just think that's one of the things people need to do a good job with, in making sure you give the proper scrutiny and due diligence for those situations in regards to, if you're looking to start a business or form a partnership and everything, those 10 questions we asked ourselves, I think those very powerful questions to ask yourself. You might not like the answers when you ask yourself those questions, but the answers are what? Still the answers. You go across it, that's on you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But guys, listen again, I had a blast this week. Again, this is Deonte Burden. Our show is Changing Lives. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe to the videos, and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments. Please, 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 please keep telling your family and friends stations still growing slowly but surely, trying to do a lot more stuff. So again, thanks again. Tune in, and I'll see you guys next week. Got another great show planned for next week. So as always, love you guys.